Travis Wayne Goodsell. YouTube employees will retaliate for this video, as Mormons will hate this video, but it's Mormons who are claiming this. And so I am going to preach what Mormons believe in this video, and by the title that I'm already contemplating making, you already know what it is. Yes, Mormons believe that the inverted pentagram is symbolic of Jesus Christ, because it's the 5 points of the cross, the 2 arms, the 2 legs, and what maybe it's the Catholic version. No. Well, they do have spectacles, things down below, pocketbook, comb, but that's the cross, that's not the pentagram. Yeah, Catholics, well, Satanists specifically, turn the cross upside down, which is the manner in which Peter was crucified. Although he says, I want to be crucified upside down because I don't want to be crucified in the same manner as Christ. I am not worthy, like the 2 criminals next to Jesus and the hundreds upon thousands of others who were apparently more worthy than I to be crucified right side up. So, okay. They had no problem obliging. I don't think it actually works that way to hang a person or crucify a person upside down. The purpose of the right side up is that your body collapses, the weight collapses and causes the death under the weight of being hung. And so if you're upside down, I don't think it works as well. Don't know crucifixion science. But yeah, Mormons believe it. Let's see if I can find that apologetic site. Let's see. Inverted pentagram symbolism on LDS temples. Why are inverted pentagrams on LDS Mormon temples? It says preview, or I guess it's a video, but it's on Facebook. LDSanswers.org. That's where I've been before, it looks like. Let's see, Satanists and the occult desecrate holy symbols clip. I'm assuming LDS Answers. It's the Joseph Smith Foundation. I'm assuming they are pro-Brigham, Team Brigham. Because, yeah, they have, why did Joseph Smith marry women who were already married to other living men? Polyandry. No, he did not practice polyandry. The women were forced to practice polyandry. But it wasn't Joseph. It was Brigham. After he murdered Joseph Smith, he needed people to go with him into the desert where Jesus said, do not go in the latter days. Do not follow such a man who claims I am in the desert. Matthew 24. Let's see. Latter-day Saints are often accused of satanic worship because of the Logan, Salt Lake, and Nauvoo temples feature inverted pentagrams on the exterior surface. There are 40 are the typing error. there are 40 on the Salt Lake Temple alone. Wow. Talk about your symbols. So yes, 40 is symbolic. But this is Mormon doctrine we're preaching. We're not going to preach Travis's doctrine. That Team Joseph Smith, blasphemy! Each of the circular windows surrounding the Nauvoo Temple depict an inverted pentagram surrounded by 3 stones at each of the 4 cardinal directions. Why would you... And they also... I did the video. There's also the... Why would Joseph Smith, the prophet of the Restoration, place an inverted pentagram on one of the most important early temples? Yeah, from the dead. When was the Logan Temple built? When was the Salt Lake Temple built? When was the Nauvoo Temple built? When did Joseph Smith die? Why wasn't it on the Kirtland Temple? You Mormons just make this so easy. Ugh! He didn't. It was Brigham. And I told you, the designer of those 3 temples was Brigham's brother-in-law, Truman Osborne Angel, with 2 L's, I believe. The symbol was hijacked in modern times by a French Catholic deacon who didn't read the book of Isaiah and chapter 14 verse 12 from the Latin Vulgate. That, let's get the dating of the Vulgate. I got allergies last week, or this past week. If you noticed, I was having eye issues because of the air units. I just barely cleaned them, so fresh allergens blowing into my face. And as a result of allergies, it causes the esophageal phlegm to flare up, and I'll be coughing for months. Everybody's going to think I've got coronavirus. All right. 382. Now, how many days back in time was it before this French Catholic? France wasn't even invented by then. I'm hilarious. But yeah, I mean, who do these guys think they are? They're just throwing stuff in here. Where did they get this information that it was hijacked in modern times? Do you not know that passage? I'm sure all Mormons know that passage. It's in the Book of Mormon. And they may not get to that passage. It's after Isaiah chapters, because it's in Isaiah. Mormons can't tolerate Isaiah. It's too complicated of a read for them. I don't know how many times. I cannot even begin to count, remembering back in history, to all the Mormons who said, I can't get past the Isaiah chapters. You even have teachers teaching people, oh man, nobody can get through the Isaiah chapters. They're so complicated. So it gets perpetuated. Oh, Isaiah's complicated? Okay, I won't read Isaiah then. I'll stop it. I'll just keep rereading the Jewish mystical Tree of Life. How art thou fallen from heaven? What falls from heaven? Stars fall from heaven. So the theology of Mormonism uses the symbol of a falling star for Jesus Christ. Jesus is now Lucifer. Doesn't Isaiah also talk about calling good evil and evil good? I mean, does this not fit the definition? Calling Jesus Christ Lucifer and calling Lucifer Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. There's selections from the Book of Moses passage that goes over this. What did it talk about? Confrontation with Satan in chapter 1. Let's see what that has to do with anything. And it came to pass that when Moses, have I gone past it? Okay, and it came to pass that it was for the space of many hours before Moses did again receive his natural strength like unto a man. And he said unto himself, Now for this cause I know that man is nothing, which thing I had never supposed. But now my own eyes have beheld God, but not my natural, but my spiritual eyes. And thus we are explaining the Bible where it says that no man can see God face to face and live. For my natural eyes could not have beheld, for I should have withered and died in his presence. But his glory was upon me, and I beheld his face, for I was transfigured before him. Okay? So that's setting it all up. Now, in verse 12. And it came to pass that when Moses had said these words, behold, Satan came tempting him, saying, Moses, son of man, worship me. I am Jesus Christ. Worship me. Just like Isaiah talked about. Just like Mormons do. So yes, Mormons, you are trying to deceive us. You're trying to gaslight us into calling Lucifer's symbol the symbol of Jesus Christ. And the other video, it's just not getting the ratings. I don't understand why. I'm going to have to put Jesus Christ symbol on LDS temples so that you guys get suckered into watching. Then you'll be all upset. You know, I mean, when I titled it Bednar Orders the Death of All Mormons, everybody's flocking to that video. And everybody's putting a thumbs down. So maybe I need to say Mormons replace Lucifer with Jesus Christ. Maybe that title will get more attention. And so yes, are you kidding me? A French deacon, Alphonse Louis Constant, also known as Eliphas Levi, Constant was involved in magic and the occult. His involvement in the occult and magic. He was the first to declare that the inverted pentagram was a symbol of evil. Yeah, it had nothing to do with Isaiah. Oh, because Lucifer means Venus, Travis, and Venus is a good thing. Why then do we, after, or before actually, this French Catholic, in modern times, refer to it as Lucifer? The Lucifer. Joseph Smith refers it as Lucifer. If he understood it as Lucifer, do you not think others during that time period in the early 1800s knew about it? Because they don't put his date. So let's do a copy and a paste so that we can get better information than that site, because it's not referencing. And they have it Eliphas Levi. Alrighty. Oh, wow, he was born in 1810. So he's like 5 years older than, or younger than Joseph Smith. So 1875. Let's see, life and work until 1848. So it looks like after 1848, he turned to Lucifer. Yeah, they've got a little artistic drawing of the goat beast Capricorn. In December 1851, Napoleon the Third organized a coup that would end the Second Republic. It's France. I got to have the French accent. Macron, he went and visited Beirut today, or yesterday, or 9 hours difference. There are lots of words that you don't pronounce, or letters you don't pronounce. So yeah, 1848, that's when his conversion to Lucifer was. And that was after Joseph Smith died, and Joseph Smith is the one who put it in it would have been 1831 when he got to Isaiah. No, it's Moses, so that would have been 1830 in December. Well, yeah, because he talks about Lucifer's plan of salvation, and talks about him falling from heaven. So the doctrine of Mormons that Lucifer fell from heaven was 1830, and so then when he gets to Isaiah, which has already been in the Book of Mormon, so yeah, it was Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith taught him about Lucifer. It just makes it so easy for you. It's so easy. You make it so easy with your stupidity or your purposeful deception. The tetragrammation is not demonic. That's Jewish mystical. Come on. So yeah, he uses the pentagram, not the inverted pentagram. Hey, wait a minute. You guys said he was evil. You said that first to declare that the inverted pentagram was a symbol of evil, and I've already proven to you from Mormon scripture that it's Joseph Smith who first declared it as evil, if not sooner, such as the Vulgate. Because Isaiah corresponds with Revelation, and that's the only reason why they allowed it, because it was blatantly apocryphal, and they didn't want apocryphal in their New Testament. And so Revelation almost didn't make it. No, guys, come on. And so now you're... According to Jewish practice, the name of God is treated with such reverence that verbally pronouncing the name is avoided. That's because they don't know the pronunciation. You have different groups of Hebrew speakers who pronounce it all differently. And it's either Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahovah. Nobody knows. I know what it means. I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew. I know exactly what it means. But nobody cares. What does Travis know? He's not a good Mormon. He's a Joseph Smith Mormon. They covered up they only did, naughty. They're showing the Nauvoo temple. They're cutting out the symbol. The whole thing, the two inverted pentagrams between the center glass window, stained glass window, plus being above the sunstones. All that is the symbol. I went over that in the video that nobody's watching. I have noticed, though, that YouTube has fixed their analytical glitches. After I told them, hey, your persecution of me is not only a religious persecution, it's also racist. Because Mormons are a separate, distinct race. Because Brigham Young kidnapped us and led us to the desert. Our ancestors, technically. And so thus we became a race like the Jews, like the Muslims, are a distinct race. So, yeah. Persecuting me is a racial hate crime. And so, oh, but Team Brigham, oh Travis, you're being racist towards us. No, you guys are frauds. You claim to be Team Joseph Smith. If you're a fraud, you don't get to claim victim. So, yeah. I mean, seriously, guys, just 54 in this one day. YouTube has backed off a little, and I'm starting to have breakout videos more often now. So, yeah, 54. Come on. Come on. No thumbs down, though. That's impressive. And we have silence, except for 2 comments, but I mean no thumbs up or thumbs down, on bot videos attacking LDS Church Priesthood Key of Translation. That's interesting. 46, and it's from early this morning when I did it. But, yeah, interesting. Silence. But, yeah, my choose death by consequences, 34, one person doesn't like it, and I'm willing to bet it's a spy. Because after I did that video, guess who showed up and posted on my door the 3rd eviction notice? I found the law for the state of Utah regarding evictions. My landlord is intimidating me with an illegal action. I'm not going to have to fear for Tuesday now. They can't touch me. They cannot evict me. They cannot tamper with anything in my apartment, turning off lights and electricity or locking me out, because they have to get a court order. And because of the church, I'm protected by the feds. They can't go to the local courthouse, they can't go to the state courthouse, and they definitely can't go to Valley Behavioral Health, as they want to do for Tuesday. They have to go to the feds. And that will be where I get them. And so, yeah, they won't go there. They're doing this to intimidate me. Yeah, they can't touch me. So I can just laugh in their face, as Percy has to stay far, far away still. Bye-bye. If you're the spy, bye-bye. Go away. And the landlord can't come near me. So yeah, if Judge Waddups does not respond, because what they did is a federal felony crime, which 1st degree, which is the death penalty, and he's supposed to issue arrest warrants, and it's supposed to be a criminal prosecution after this, and where I don't get to do anything because I win the civil case. And so when they confiscate all of the church's property and money assets, liquid and property, they then hand it over to me after the seizure. I see by the lawsuit that you get to have all this property that we confiscated, minus our fee. That's how it's supposed to work according to the law. And yes, there will be major ramifications for having done this. So I get to sleep well tonight, and Mormons can now sleep well that they are caught deceiving us as to who their God is symbolized by. Dumb, dumb, dumb.